I don't know what happened. I couldn't even bounce back from that one for some reason. But it wasn't allowing me to do nothing. Let's sit at a closer. There we go. There we go. I don't know what to think no more. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know what happened. Sorry. But I'm gonna plant this jujube. I think I know what happened, but I ain't have time to fix it. My thumb, I was clearing stuff out to make my phone move faster. And I literally swiped my live off. Sorry about that. So anyway, here's our situation. Our situation could be better. A jujube. Let's get back on that. Jujube. Do you guys, if you don't know anything about a jujube tree, you need to figure this one out. What's the name of the nursery and where it's called? Like the letter I, Sons, Sisons. Isons Nursery. I'm telling you, the quality is just amazing. Oh, who just said jujubes are amazing? EK? God. I mean, that fruit is incredible. Yes, Isons Lysandra. Yes, that's how you spell it. Isons Nursery. Thank you, Miss Christy Love. Hey, Beauty in the Garden. What's up, Nick Thomas? Thanks for everybody coming back. What's up, Andrew Hess? Isons didn't have the combo cherry tree I wanted in stock when I went there, so they shipped it to me for free. See, that is me. That means they want you to come back. That's the problem with Business 101. Business 101 is you don't just sell somebody something. You want them to come back, and you want them to tell their friends, you want them to tell their family, you want them to come back. You know, sometimes as you go that extra mile and you may lose a little something, but you're going to gain more in the future. Isons, I don't know what kind of tree that is. I've never heard of that. Thank you, Turf. I've been asking my local nursery to get some jujube. My fig tree has tons of leaves but no fruit. I pinched some of the leaves. It's still growing like crazy. Patience, should I pinch them? You need to see what kind of fig tree that you have, because you may have like a ornamental fig tree too. I've seen that happen a lot. So check and see if you have an ornamental. Thank you, Chris D. Said never ask for a dime, but steadily giving $1 million worth of game. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Because I do that because I always say this. It's the truth, though. One of the things that we hold ourselves back, we always talking about push your brother farther, push your sister farther, help your sister out, help your brother out. But then it's like you go, the people talk that, but they won't give you any information. How to get the better job, how to make your garden better, no, they won't give you that information. So I do it because, man, if I give you the information, now you doing it, and I'm really helping you. I ain't got to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, if you watch how it is, lift your brother up, lift your sister up. But then when you say, well, hey, I heard, what's the name, Hiron? They said you know how to get it. Yeah, I get back to you on that. Don't nobody want to give you no real information. They want to give you just enough information, so you have to depend on them. You don't have to depend on the system, but you have to depend on them. They're trying to become their own system. I'm not down with that. I believe in share this doggone knowledge, share the wealth of knowledge, and you'll share the wealth of finances. If you share knowledge, the finances come with knowledge. You can give somebody all the cash you want in the world and they could blow straight through it. People win the lotto every day, blow straight through it. If you teach a mug how to make that money, he'll stop playing the lottery and invest in his money and still live just as good. That's what we like to do. Man, give the knowledge away for free. Give the game away for free. Whether you use it or not, that's up to you. But I don't want nobody depending on me. Not even my own children. I don't want nobody depending on me for nothing, man. I won't show you something and then you take somebody and you show them and then they show something. Man, that's how it's supposed to be done. You know. No, I don't sell seeds. Heavenly, beautifully, every blue moon, but I don't get into that very much. Let me see. Just ordered a multi-grafted cherry tree from Isons. Dab and Dab. Right, teach a man to fish, basically. In the real sense of the words, you know. People like to say those words, but they don't never really act on them. I really do, truly, man. Here's some knowledge, man. Here's some game. This is what I do. Do you ever sell bee wax for grafting? No. I started gardening because, thank you, Nikki Brown. So I love it. And you will never go back. And once you get good at it and you know what you're doing, even if you ain't good at it, let me keep it real. Even if you ain't good at it, even if you ain't the best at it, the knowledge that you gain while you doing it, somebody else gonna pick that up and somebody else need that knowledge. Do I plant my pineapple in full sun? I'm gonna say this. I'm not a pineapple expert, clearly. Please go over to my friend Dan Permaculture Food Forest. That man grows pineapples like he's growing tomatoes. He can tell you everything you need to know about those pineapples. His name is Dan Permaculture Food Forest. Go over to his channel, tell him Led sent you. I'm not gonna give out no pineapple advice. I'm not good at it. I do it, but I'm not even, I'm on the lucky end of growing pineapples. I can't give you no advice on that. Hey, how you doing, your vet page? Yeah, I don't like telling nobody something I don't know nothing about. Is it safe? It's so many people with so many different levels of knowledge in different categories. I don't know everything, but I will show you and send you to the people that do. You want to know about lawn and grass, I send you to turf therapy. You want to know about aquaponics, I will send you to Miss Craft. You want to know about hair and skin creams, I send you to Cheryl's Organic Food Forest. I will send you where you need to go if I don't know. But I don't know everything. I'm gathering knowledge along the way just like everybody else. How often do I water my potatoes in a raised bed? That's a touch and go situation. You don't want to overwater no potatoes, especially in a raised bed. You want to go out there and just check your soil. Potatoes don't need a whole bunch of water. That's not no science, no secret recipe for that. You got to just be mindful of what you're doing. Oh, that wind is whipping. Do I backfield? Let's take this to a whole nother level. Roll with me for a minute. Y'all ride with me. We gotta tiptoe past the bees that's doing so well. Hope I don't step on this damn snake again. Whew. That mug scared the onions out me. See, I'm working on Lemon Lane is getting overgrown, but she's so full of, ooh, look at all the lemons. Look at Lillian acting up. Let me keep going, because I'll be here all day. Keep on going. Keep on going. Come on, let's go in the house, y'all. Let's go in the house. Let's see what we got here. It's chilly out there. Okay. All right. All right, let me get the heater. Because, man, it's chill. It's chilly with beans, son. Hold on. Okay. It may really get down that cold tonight. Cause it's cold right now. Okay. I want to show y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I want to show y'all that Amazon heater that I was talking about. That will heat up this whole RV. This little thing right here. This can work off the Bluetti, the Jackery, everything. And I think it's only like it ain't no 500 watts. 250 watts. Man, this thing, whew, aimed it right at me. Okay. Now, that's better. Good Lord. Beauty in the garden, are you sure? Okay. What zone do you live in? Oh, Nick. You getting the same cold front yeah, it wasn't cold like this an hour ago out here. And it's like it's getting colder by the minute. What heater is that? You know what? It's an Amazon Basics. I kid you not. It's their brand. And it was so cheap. I said, man, I gotta at least try it out. Whether it work or not, it won't hurt your pocket if you try it for this price. So, man, oh my goodness, this heater is the truth. Thank you so much, Joseph H. Do you have any yuzu citrus trees? No, I've never even heard of that one. We are due for snow tomorrow. Man, everybody is in that bucket of soup. Hey, Miss Craft, how you doing, Crafty? So we're getting real spring this year too. Man, this is insane. Let me see. You use a Wi-Fi extender. I do. And here's the thing. I don't know what happened why my Wi-Fi cut off over there. Because now, you know, I've done tours before and it just cut off for some reason. I'm supposed to be cold. Can your grow lights be powered by the solar generator? We are using the solar generator right now to run the whole grow lights, the fan, humidifier, everything. The Bluetti is running the whole grow room in the house. Yes, the answer is yes to that. We unplugged everything from the wall. How you doing, T Thizzle? We unplugged everything from the wall because what we did notice we got 3 grow lights going, a fan, and a humidifier. I guess I can stop talking so loud. What we noticed was a little spike in the power bill. And Lady Les said, you know, would a Bluetti work on this? I said, we might as well give it a shot. And it runs everything with no problem. So that's where the Bluetti is right now. You say, I had a dream you had a Bluetti. Dreams become true. Just keep on saying it. Let me see. I'm late. I may have transplant made this year. Let me see. Branches hollowed out. Okay. I'm missing something. I've seen people talking about the solar cycle, and we are supposed to be in a grand solar minimum ice age. Farmer talks about. Okay. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, you found some chicken fertilizer this morning at local plant and seed. I got chicken, so I don't need to buy none necessarily. Where are you? I'm in Cleveland Heights. I'm in South Carolina. How are you liking the Berkey? Let me tell you something about the Berkey water filter. The truth. That's all I got to say about that. I don't even drink out the tap no more. True. And I drink more water because I don't know why. Because it tastes like water, I guess. I don't know. Like I say, you don't finish drinking your water because it tastes weird. But I'm telling you, when we leave, the water in this RV needed to be sanitized. And once I sanitized it, it was like, okay, because we've been chilling out here every day. This is my office now. I've been chilling out here, and I'm not drinking that straight up. I'm going to run it through the Berkey first and then drink it. And I got it coming out of the fresh water tank. I drink even more water now. Yes, I do too. I do too. Thank God, I need it. Let me see. We've had ours for years. Absolutely love it. And I thought it was kind of a gimmick. It's not a freaking gimmick. I can tell you that. It's worth the money I spent. I was like, I'm going to try it. It's going to be whack. I'm going to send it back. All I think now is I should have got a bigger one because I got the 2-gallon Big Berkey. And trust me, we go through that. We got to fill that up maybe 2 times a day. And that ain't no lie. Because I take gallons of water with me to work. I take a gallon with me to work. She drink, and my son drink a gallon and more. She got to fill it. I come home from work and we fill it. You just gotta trust me on that one. And anybody that owns one, you just gotta trust us on that one. When you get it, you'll see what we talking about. Hey, Dania Crosswell. Yeah, it's the bomb, Kelly. It ain't no gimmick. It's not a gimmick. Even if, it's some videos out there say it doesn't clean 99.9%, but this brand does. It don't matter. Once you taste the difference, listen to me. I'm not trying to turn this thing into a god. That's what people get twisted. I'm not trying to turn it into a god. I'm not trying to remove 99.999% of space particles and stuff. No, I just wanted to be safe to drink and not taste like lizard tail. You understand what I'm saying? That right there, if that makes me drink more water, that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for too much. And some people, the Berkey, yeah, it's good, but it doesn't remove. Man, come on, man. Come on. Some stuff is ridiculous after a while. Right. Come on. Does it remove bum saliva? Nah, but this brand, man, missed me with that. It got me drinking way more water, and it tastes like water from when I was a kid. That's all I needed right there to sell me kid water. It don't taste like grown-up water. Grown-up water make you pour it back out. We use Berkey water for our dogs and chicken too. Oh, okay. I just went to Amazon and bought me the heater. Yep, it was $9. Gave me 2 for. Oh, you got 2 for $9. Oh, that's a come up because mine costed $9, and it's the truth. You will see, and you see, I ain't selling nothing for them. I just know what works and I know what don't. Let me see. We need clean water, especially the way stuff is going these days, man. Sewer breakages and stuff like that, man. Come on. Should I be concerned if some of my baby lemons are yellow? Yeah, they're dead. They're gonna fall off. If you got little baby lemons like this or like that and they're yellow, they're done. Don't worry, they're gonna bloom again soon, right behind it. Where's the link to the heater? I don't have it down there yet. I'm live right now. What are you growing this year? Apps. Oh, you talking to Big Dog. What do your neighbors say about the RV? Nothing. Hell, they got RVs. You mean in my yard? If I went around the block, if I just went around this corner, it's about 4 RVs just around this corner. I'm just catching up. What they can't. Not when you say in a negative way, nothing they can say. Before they come at me about anything, they would have to check themselves. Make your own lid. 2 stainless steel pots. Nah, I ain't going. It's good to make your own if you got the time. I'm so pressed on time. It's a lot of stuff that some things you just have to pay for. Tion Weaker, are you famous? Am I? You must be talking to somebody else. He lives in a non-HOA community. Well, even if you live in an HOA community, it's guidelines. And in a lot of these HOA communities, even they have RVs. It just depends on what the guidelines are. And if I drove around the corner with the camera out the window, I promise you, you're gonna see a bunch of RVs. Let me see. They complain about RVs and trucks where I live, but my hubby and I want one. Don't get me twisted, I would leave. I didn't listen. How you doing? I would never live in a place and pay $200,000, and some people pay even more, $300,000-$400,000 for their house and their land, for somebody to pay another group of people on top of your insurance to tell you what you can and what you can't do. To each his own if you want to live in an HOA, because I understand what an HOA is supposed to be. You understand that? To me, the HOA is built just like the stand your ground law. I know what it's supposed to be for, but they have ruined it. You understand? I know what the stand your ground law is supposed to be. I know what an HOA is supposed to be. But people abuse it to the point, and then there's some corruption to the point of, okay, now it's over the top, and you're paying for it. That's the problem. You dig what I'm saying? So the HOA is for people. You can't just be sitting here dropping an engine out your 57 Chevy right here on the front lawn, and oil is leaking in your neighbor's yard and stuff like that. That's what it's supposed to be. But now when they start telling you you can't put those kind of rain gutters on your house, and they have to be a certain color, and your front door cannot be painted red, it has to be painted what? No. Your grass, you got a dude come around measuring your grass. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's abusive. And you paying them for it. So I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I believe in the system. I don't believe in the corrupt system of it. That's, Do I have loquats? Look, watch this. Watch this. Wait. There's one right there. Nope, that's not it. That's it right there. That's my that's one loquat there, and another one right here. Over there. Yes, I do. Yes, I got 4 loquats. I got 2 in containers that I got to get out of container. I got to get 2 out of containers, and I have 2 in the ground. That's what I was telling you. I got too many trees, y'all. I don't know what to do. I got to get this stuff planted. Say I work for a mortgage company and I see people homes go into foreclosure because they got behind on paying the fees. Exactly. You're paying your mortgage, and you know what else? You know what else a HOA can do? A HOA can also put a lien against your home. Did you know that? Did you know that, say you can't cut your grass has to be a certain, yes, loquats grow very slow. Yes, they do. Very, very, very slow. Snail slow. If your grass, say it gets a little too high for their specs, do you know they can fine you and not even tell you? And they'll put that fine, they'll probably put the ticket or the fine to you, $500 or whatever their fine is. And if you do not pay it, they will put that lien against your house just like an unpaid bill. And when you go to try to sell your home or refinance or anything else, they will see that lien against your house. You say, well, we can't quite do it yet because there's a lien against your home. I never borrow no money from the, nope. I don't owe anybody anything. Such and such community group, your HOA. I'm telling you, that no, absolutely not. I will never. There's not a piece of property nice enough out here in the world for me to pay a whole nother man to tell me what to do. We already got that. We already got that. That's called the government. I'm not about to pay a whole nother entity, man. It get ridiculous after a while. It's not even worth living in some places for that. It's just not. Some people say, I want everything to be nice. Well, that's where it's called community. That's the part that everybody forgot about. Your community is supposed to come together. Instead of gossiping about each other across the streets, oh, look at them, they think they all that, they got a new car, or look at it. Instead of gossiping, y'all supposed to meet up in the street and talk. You have a little barbecue, you supposed to invite them over so y'all can get to know each other and come together. So when crime or some strangers enter your neighborhood, you call, hey, Mabel, you see this? Who is this? I don't know. That community, how I was raised, was a community. These days, these are just neighbors. You don't know their name. You don't know them. You could be living right next door to somebody beating their wife or raping their kids, and you would never know. How many times you get on the news or you hear on the news, seem like an okay family. I've been living here for 12 years, never heard a peep. And he beats his wife to sleep and beats her to wake her up every morning for the last 17 years. You ain't heard a peep. You ain't seen her come outside and both her eyeballs look like 8 balls from a pool table. You ain't even seen that because everybody's so busy minding their own business to the point. I ain't talking about being nosy. I'm talking about being a community. A community is being concerned. It's a difference between being nosy and being concerned. That's where people cross the line. Being nosy is like, what did it look like? Who is that she got coming in the house? It's a difference between that and I think somebody's sneaking in their window. 911. Yeah, somebody going in my neighbor's house. I think it's a big difference. And people get that confused. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, ain't no communities no more. You have neighbors now. These days, you have neighbors. People you don't want to know, and people you wish would move. And to be honest with you, let me stop that. Let me stop that. That's a whole nother ball game. There's not a community anymore anywhere. There you have neighbors. That's it. It's sad but true. Let me see. Yes, typically quorum. Community is very important, Carla. It's very important, and unfortunately, let me tell you this. Some people don't want you in their business because they are doing wrong. In a community, if you in here abusing your family and your neighbor can come over like, hey Bob, man, you all right over there? Yeah, I'm good. I keep hearing a lot of screaming over there. You good? Yeah, I'm good. What you do? Keep hitting your thumb with the hammer, man? Cause where Rebecca at? She all right? Yeah, she good. Okay. That's a community. See, that's how I was raised. My mom and my dad going to check on the neighbors and stuff, and like, you know, somebody passed away, you going over there, bring a pie up, a cake or something to them, give your condolences. Not be like, you heard Tyrone passed. What? He passed? Told him all that damn drinking, man. You over in your house whispering about the neighbor done passed away. You ain't said nothing. You ain't said sorry, no condolences. That's a neighbor. Man, I told you he was messing around that dope too. You know that. I told him, man, I seen that too. You seen it, but you didn't ask him no questions. You didn't talk to him, nothing. That's a community. Community is, hey man, you sure you want another beer? You done have 4? Willie, you done have 4? Man, I just want one more. Man, come on, let's go to the house, Willie. Here, eat some of this chicken, Willie. Dry some of that liquor up. Drop that liquor. Man, give me another piece of chicken and a biscuit so Willie can dry this liquor up. That's community. Not keep handing Willie another beer and another shot until he go and, you know, do something stupid, end up in prison. These mugs around you now don't care whether you... Ambulance come. Ooh, look, some lights. Police in front of your house. Ooh, what is going on? I told you, I think he done killed them all. You know how he come out all crazy. I bet you he got... Ooh, I bet you they in the basement. Stinking. I'll bet you. You don't know what's going on in their house. You guessing and you hoping they monsters so you can say, I was the first one to know they was monsters. Neighbors. How you doing, GT Gross? How you doing, man? I'm clowning. Now I'm feeling a little warmer, so. Right, and that has made people antisocial. Exactly, because you think you know somebody on YouTube now, you know. And you don't know them people. You don't know them. Say, Cool Rob says, when I was young, I had to cut my parents' lawn and my neighbor's lawn because he was a senior citizen. Me too. Me too. And let me tell you something else we used to do. When a neighbor that been living in the house for years and years and years, whatever, or passed away, and that house stays vacant for any amount of time, we cut that grass of that person's house that don't live there no more. Even if it was a rental, we did have a couple rentals. We cut the grass. Landlord never came by to cut the grass. We cut the grass. Because what that does is keep the crime out of your neighborhood because they think somebody lived there. The criminals think somebody lived there. Trust me, I ain't always been on the good side of the fence, so I know signs of certain things. Y'all ain't no angels either. So you know, it's certain signs you look to do crime. You look for darkness. You look for nobody been taking care of this unkept things. Grass ain't cut. Window kind of broke. Awning hanging down. Nobody must be living in their house. That means you at least gonna check and wiggle the door now. See, you gonna go around the back, wiggle the door now. Stuff like that. So if you go over there, cut the grass, rake it up, okay, board up that one window, that keeps crime away. It's a deterrent. It's not perfect, but it's a deterrent. Once they start seeing a dilapidated house, crack central. Woo! I know. I'm from that. I know, man. Go cut that. I lived next to an abandoned house for, I think it was 6 years back in Toledo. Nobody knew that house was abandoned. Nobody. Because I took care of that house like I took care of my own. I planted flowers in front of it and everything. I got pictures to show you. You wouldn't even know nobody lived in that house. It was kind of creepy when I looked out my window because it was so close to my house because I knew nobody was in it. But how you doing, Kalo Grosso Flow with the potatoes and the pudding? check in from Zone 5B. How you doing, that black life, yard life? Nick Thomas says, Laird Farmer, do you have to call 811 before you plant all of your trees, or do they have utilities set up around your house? No, that's a good question. And I've said this before. I know where my lines are now. Our utilities are underground. So I know where my lines are now, but if I do kind of forget or I'm getting too close to it, I will call them and they'll come out and mark all of my utility lines for free. All the power lines under the ground, all the telephone lines, everything. And your lawn will be green, yellow, and red, I believe. Green, yellow, and red for some reason. So that way you don't plant too close. I could show you so much of that right here in my own lawn. I know exactly where to and where not to plant. Let me show you something real quick. I don't know if you can see this very well, but okay, you see where his house is? Let me get you a little better over here. You see where his house is? You can tell the difference between my lawn and his lawn, correct? You can clearly see he takes really good care of his lawn. See that? Now you see my trees right there? You would think, since my trees border my land right there, you would think, you see all the way back there, that's not where my land stops. My land stops, do you see where his air conditioning unit is? Even though he takes care of that lawn, that's mine. All of that over there. So the reason I stopped my trees right there is because, again, I'm going to shoot you one more time. Because see that power box right there? Look where that power box is. And the phone line power box. Now look where my tree is. I ran it right close so I don't trip over that line. But all of that land, all the way almost to his porch, to that tree, is mine. So, yeah, you got to mark your landlines. If you have any doubt that you have any utilities under your ground before you plant a tree, please, it's free. Call 811 and they will come out and mark your grass, mark your land so you know. Listen, family, you could jam your shovel down in that soil and blow your whole ever-living head off. Boom. Because one thing I've learned about down here in the South, they don't bury things deep. They don't bury things deep. I was going to plant, this true story. I was going to plant a tree right next to this magnolia tree. Right there. And on the other side of the magnolia tree. Come to find out, that is a power line. I was able to dig down and see it. So all I was praying to God, like, I'm glad I wasn't coming out here off too much coffee, like, or come out here, because sometimes I use my pickaxe. Boom. That's all it would have been. So yes, everybody that live in the South know our lines are not buried very deep at all. I mean, none of them. It's crazy to be, I don't even understand it. Because I know up north, everything got to be buried deep, just like a dead body, man. That, whatever that pipe or that plumbing, that needs 6 feet, at least 6 feet. Yeah, man. Down here, you got to be sure about that. How do I find out about Arkansas? I see utility poles. Do you just call 811? I think that's universal across the United States. But Google it. Google it. My area of concentration has been solar power. I think you popped up in my suggestion feed was due to Hobotech enjoying this area of focus. Thank you so much, and trust me, it's so much solar stuff going on. I'm about to show you guys so much in about 2 days. In about 2 days, we're going to be testing a lot of the equipment that we've been purchasing for prepping over the winter. This is my bug out bus. This is the LED's bug out bus, and we're going to be taking this and testing out everything. I want to show you guys one thing though. The Bluetti runs the air conditioning unit. The Bluetti runs this whole entire RV. It's incredible. It's incredible. Okay, so I also have a gas Honda generator. Runs it with no problem. I got all kind of stuff I want to show you guys. It's coming. Just hang on with me. Let me see. Cedarholic says we did get the 599 feet of snow in February this year. We got to bury it deep. So I will. Yes. I'm sorry. Had a phone. It never fails. My sister, let me make sure if she call again, I'm gonna have to take the call because I'm sorry, that was my sister. It was an important call. Sorry about that. She kept calling. If my sister is calling, that's a little different than an unknown number or something. And if she called me 3 times in a row, that's an emergency. So sorry about that. Okay. Let me see. Let me go back a little bit, you guys. I'm sorry about that. No, it wasn't lagging. I had a phone call. Yeah, we good. Okay, somebody just said, I'm glad you said that, Bob in Missouri says, call 1-800-DIG or 811. For everybody that needs to check their lines under the ground before you go planting your fruit trees, call 1-800-DIG, D-I-G, or 811. Thank you, Bob in Missouri. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, AV Killers. So yes, on the neighbors and community part. Amen to that. Don't get me started back on that. I was about to have rants in my pants. I love the new Berkey. The water is sweet. You see, don't get me started on that. Start talking about it. That Berkey ain't no joke. Have I named the RV? Yeah, but that's all gonna come out soon. Let me see. In the next couple days, we're gonna really put it through the test. It's different down south. I remember being in Alabama when it snowed. Folks were tripping, and I'm from Michigan, and I was like, what's the problem? I'm from Ohio, but I'm gonna tell you something about living in the South and being from the North. If you're just visiting, you're gonna think people are nuts. When it just get, like right now, it's freezing to me. But if I was still living in Ohio, I would think somebody is out of their rabbit mind. You understand? Here's the difference. When you move to the South from the North, let me put this down, there's too much light. When you move to the South from the North, your blood changes. I don't know whether it thins out or what. Your blood changes. And when it changes, you get cold just like everybody else. Let me see. Latrice Harris, why can't we get on one accord? I missed something. But yes, definitely. And people from the North, people from the South, you go up to the North, you almost die to death in that cold. So trust and believe. I even think sometimes I get colder than the people that's originally from here. Led, what kind of engine is in your RV? Don't get me quoting that, because I got the paperwork. It's a Ford V10. Oh, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, because I don't want to lie. But it's a big boy. Damn, everything is going sour. Battery going dead. It absolutely does. I can't go south anymore because it's too dang hot in y'all summer. Right. But when you move here, when I first moved to the south, I moved to Atlanta, and I thought I was gonna die. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I thought I was going to die. Do you hear me? Die to death. I thought I was gonna die to death. And the longer you stay, your body gets used to it. Next thing you know, you like everybody else. Give it a year or two. You're like everybody else. It take about a good solid 5 years before you really, truly acclimate to the sea level, because your sea level have changed. Everything about you has changed. But now I get cold like everybody else. When I go back home to Ohio, I be feeling like I'm gonna freeze to death. So yeah, now I can't do cold. I won't do it. Let me see. Kalo say, it's true, I'm from Ohio too and moved to Georgia 5 years ago. I thought my lungs were going to collapse. Man, from the humidity, I thought my lungs was going to come out and pack their bags and leave, catch a train and leave. Because you cannot breathe. You on a whole nother doggone sea level. You in the mountains. We from flat land around the Great Lakes with fresh water. You don't know nothing about this. You got to make your body do. It's just like a diet almost, you know. You got to get used to eating lettuce all the time. You got to get used to eating kale and drinking water. You got to get used to that, man. That ain't nothing that's just going to happen overnight. Like from now on, I'm just going to eat kale and drink water. Man, you be done scratch somebody's whole face off doing that right there. You know, you say I'm just gonna eat kale, but I'm gonna sprinkle a little tuna fish on it. I gotta sprinkle a little tuna fish on it, just a little bit, some crumbs, something, and some dressing. One step at a time. You know, you be done pluck somebody's eyes out like cherry tomatoes, trying to make them eat just lettuce. Said you allergic to Toledo. Me too. It gets me to itching. So I visited Chicago, and whew, that was a different kind of cold. That cold. Have you ever been bit by a dog? Have you ever been bit by, not just bit by a dog, have you ever been bit by a dog and he don't let go? You know, getting bit by a dog or nipped by a dog, you pull your hand back, he done drew some blood. That's one thing. But have you ever been bit by a dog and the dog will let you go and he pulling you and yanking you another way and you trying to go this way? I guess you can call it being mauled. Well, we used to go to Chicago all the time. And being in Chicago cold is the equivalent of being mauled by a rabid dog. The cold is ripping your flesh off of you. Do you understand? From the inside out. And it won't let you go. You're trying to escape while you running down alleys and around buildings. You're trying to escape from the cold dog. The cold dog ain't gonna let you go. And it's fast. You ain't jumping no fences from Chicago cold to get away. It know where you live at. It's following you. You hear me? So we would go every New Year's Eve. I don't got to tell y'all nothing else. New Year's Eve in Chicago, or New York for that matter, but Chicago, it's almost like they did that on purpose. I don't know how them people be ice skating. You know, one year we watched them ice skate. We was going to go ice skating. I had to run from the cold. I promise you. I said, look, them ain't real people. Them is decoys. Either them is decoys or them people is just dead and froze like that and the wind is blowing them around in circles. They can't be real people. They can't be alive. I refuse to believe it. It's too cold for people to be enjoying that. And I'm from the snow. But Chicago, Canada, Alaska, I don't know about Alaska. But I know about Canada. I know about Chicago. No. You're being mauled by the cold. You're not, ooh, I'm chilly. No, when you go into a restaurant, trust me, Chicago has the finest food on the freaking planet. Do you understand me? If you have never been to Chicago, you are missing life. Now, with that being said, for all my New Yorkers, don't get on me, because New Yorkers going to be like, for real though? Don't. New York, you know y'all ain't no joke with the grub. You know you ain't no joke. But let's keep it real. You know good and well you in a fancy restaurant, you eating good, and you got your coat on. If you take your coat off, you doing it because you're trying to be cute, but your coat is right behind you. It ain't on the coat rack, and it ain't over here. It's right here. Everybody sit down in the booth, take their little coat off, but it's right here. It's that cold. You eating this pasta razzul with a triple fat goose coat on. Whew. You ever tried to eat spaghetti with gloves on? Chicago. You ever had to eat a gyro with gloves on? Chicago. Deep dish pizza with gloves on? That's Chicago. Tell you. That boy, you know I know. I could show you plenty of footage. Matter of fact, I couldn't show you footage because y'all be like, matter of fact, YouTube probably wouldn't like what I used to do in Chicago. They wouldn't let me show half the stuff I was doing. So, Texas summer, been to Texas. Texas summer have you sweating and feeling like it hurts, like ants biting you. Oh, look, oh. Been to San Antonio. Most beautiful area, one of the most beautiful states I've ever been to, San Antonio, Texas. But it felt like I had on a jumpsuit from the 90s. Remember we used to wear the jumpsuits with the strap over here, but you didn't button this one up. You just left that one hanging, you know, like TLC used to wear, the little jumper. Remember those? You just left this one. You just left this one on because that was the thing. And some Timberlands. Imagine if all of those clothes was made out of fire ants. Imagine all that outfit you got on. The Timberlands, the socks, the jumpsuit, the overalls, and your little rayon shirt was fire ants. That's San Antonio, Texas. That's San Antonio. Okay? Have you ever cut your hands? Have you ever cut your hands and then by accident some vinegar or something got on them? That's San Antonio, Texas, all over your whole body. They don't need there ain't no reason down there to have no stoves. Ain't no reason for that. You can do everything on the sidewalk that you can do on the stove. You can bake bread on the sidewalk. Simple, easy. Go to the bus stop, that's an oven. Go to the bus stop, and you know it got the little on, stick some dough in there. San Antonio, all day. Somebody said, sound like Arizona. Holiday season, everybody like, oh, we going over Aunt Mabel house. You know she got the big stove. Everybody gonna put their turkeys in. You ain't gotta do that, San Antonio. Everybody go stick their turkey at the bus stop. Put your ham at the bus stop. We'll be over there another hour if this dude leave. God, what you want, some change? Man, I need that spot for some turkey. San Antonio, all day. Shoo, Texas is beautiful. But boy, you better be ready for Texas. They say, everything is bigger in Texas, even the burns. Even the burns. Paper, it's like a body full of paper cuts and vinegar. Good night. Let me see, Las Vegas, 120 degrees in the summer. But you know, once you move to those places, and get used to it, you adjust. It sounds horrible if you ain't from there, you know? I see people in Texas walking around with no hats on, nothing, just exposed to like gamma rays. They ain't no way in hell. You know, it made me know one thing. You know, people wear them sombreros. That's not no damn joke, man. That's not for just fashion. They made it fashionable, like decorations on a sombrero. That's because you got to have a sombrero. You better make this sombrero go with your outfit, because you gonna die to death out there in Texas without a sombrero. You'll see a dude, you know, hip hop, but he rocking a sombrero, son, and you'll be like, man, that look crazy. Just like a New Yorker. A New Yorker will have on dress pants and everything and some Timberlands. That don't make sense to nobody else but New Yorkers. That's because go to New York and try to tromp through that snow in those dress shoes. Why your little pants on? Man, please. Timberlands for everything. Timberlands at a wedding. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Be for real with it. It's a reason for these things. It's a reason. Let me see. You already know I know. I've been all around this country, and I know now there's reasons for some of these strange fashions. Right, Tim's at a wedding all day. You already know, because after the wedding, you got to go home. You got to go through the snow to get to the limousine. Them dress shoes ain't going to make it. Let me see. Oh, somebody said sombrero to cover your forehead and the back of your neck. Man, I see why they wear them so low, too. You don't want nothing exposed. I wish I could wear a whole sombrero suit in Texas. I wouldn't even care if people talked about me or not. You needs that. You understand? They ain't just doing that for fashion, man. They doing that for life. What's up, Grow with Jay? Yeah, mess around and have popsicles. Popsicles for feet. Yeah. And nobody know what frostbite is. Nobody, you don't know what frostbite is. Again, the dog analogy. Have you ever been bit by a dog? Have you ever been bit by a dog and it bit you so hard it kept a piece in its mouth? You pulled your hand back and realized you missing a thumb. That's frostbite. You didn't know your thumb was missing. Your eyes had to tell you it's gone. The pain receptors didn't tell you nothing. You pulled back and like, ooh, bit me. Oh, that mother. And he over there with your thumb in his mouth. That right there is frostbite. Okay? Now, I've dealt with that. If you don't know what frostbite is, that's what it is. Frostbite. You go sledding a little too long or skiing a little too long and look up on the slopes and there go your toe. Your toe is up there. Your finger done fell off. You don't even know it. Like her trick daddy said, you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You don't know you missing some digits till you get to the house. You done got the gloves on and everything. You don't know you missing some digits till you get to the house. That finger still in that glove. You won't know. It's the truth. I'm not even joking. I'm telling the God's honest truth, and you know I know. And then once you thaw out, the pain come. You won't know. You don't feel nothing. You don't feel frostbite. You only feel frostbite for a few minutes. Like, ooh, then it's like, oh, I think I'm feeling better. Okay, I'm good now. No, you ain't. You need medical attention. If it stop hurting, you need medical attention. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm sorry. We've been on for an hour. Look, I just want to let you guys know, look, if you plant some trees and you got too many, that's a good problem to have. I'm glad y'all hung out with me, because it's a couple things I'm gonna save that. A couple things we gotta talk about. All right, a little later on. Let me see. Let me get off of here. A little later on. Sister in the garden said, I got too many trees. Don't turn on the hot water. Don't put your hands in no hot water. You got frostbite. They'll fall out in the sink like right off. right off. Say, dang, Uncle Led, I'm always at work when you're doing these lives. That's okay. That's all right. You know I'm about to get them cranked back up. Erica Taylor, you know I'm right. You put that hand under hot water, it's like you just soaked them in lava. Even if it's lukewarm water, you gonna scream. I'm gonna let y'all go though. Y'all having a wonderful day. This, yeah, you heard all the fingers in the sink. Thank you guys. I'm about to go out here and plant these jujube trees. I'm gonna do a little video. I'm gonna record what I do, and then I'm gonna show you that. But later on, later on tonight, I'm going to come back and join me tonight. I'm gonna say around 7-ish, 7, because I want to do, and this will give you a chance to think about it. I want to do a wants versus needs in the garden, and we may dabble on into life. But your wants versus your needs. Remember what I was telling you earlier about the difference between a community being concerned and being a nosy neighbor, being a concerned neighbor, being a nosy neighbor. That same thin line goes with what you want versus what you need out here in this garden, and sometimes in your life, right? Because it's a lot of stuff we deal with, and we go out of our way for some of the things we want instead of the things we need. So until I come back on tonight, I want you to do some thinking about your wants versus your needs, because some of the things that you think you need is pretty much what you want. You just want it so bad that you think you need it. So we coming back tonight, and we all want to talk about that, and I want you to think about that, whether it's out here in the garden or in your life. We're going to come back and talk about that a little later on tonight at about 7 o'clock, all right? All right, everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. I'm off for a week, and I am so happy. I'm energized. I'm charged up. I'm about to watch a little TV. No, I'm not, because I got stuff to do. So, and I'll tell you about that later, too. Plant these trees. Everybody have a wonderful day. Live Farmer 73. I love you all, and I'm out. Take care, everybody. Take care of your brother. Take care of your sister. All right? See y'all later. And trust me, oh, quick reminder, bug out Thursday. Thursday night, we're doing the bug out again. For the people that didn't hear me before the other day, another bug out. Bug out practice Thursday. We're going to be doing a bug out for 48 hours. You don't have to do it on 48 hours. We're starting Thursday. So that's for the people that their religious beliefs, they don't want to do it on the weekend. Totally understand. That'll give you a chance. So you don't have to do it on the weekend. You can start Thursday. So now to you, my friends, what's your excuse now? Because I heard a lot of, I can't do it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because my what I believe in. Thursday then. What's your excuse? Thursday we bugging out, and we will not be using any house power whatsoever. Whoever gonna join me, come on with it. All right? All right. Live Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out. And I'm going to be giving you a reminder every day about it, too, so you make sure you're ready. Get your equipment ready. Everybody buying Berkeys. Everybody buying Jackeries. Everybody buying Blue Eddies. Everybody buying electrical blankets and Amazon heaters. It's time to put them to the test. Don't mean nothing if you don't know how to use this stuff. Emergency happened, you don't know, you still reading instructions. What, the storm is coming now. What did it say? Take the red wire, put it on the, no, none of that. You're gonna need to know what to do when something happened like that. So, damn, I couldn't even, that just let you know I'm getting cold. I couldn't even thump. Snap. Damn. Live Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out.